Chat, we are literally 2 hours and 30 minutes away from peak, from greatness, from the recording of this video. We will get the beautiful part 2 characters live in-game soon. But let's go ahead and talk about these guys. There's a lot of info in here that came out on this hour-long Dokkan Now special. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. They revealed the arts for these beautiful characters. It's just beauty all around. Super Saiyan Angel Vegeta plus Super Saiyan Goku Angel. Also getting Final Form Frieza plus Goku, and then of course Super Saiyan 2 and Gohan as the 3 characters for this lineup. So they showed out the arts and everything, and they showed a little bit of their kits. I guess we can show in this video, we can show the their arts and stuff, or basically the animations, right? Because I think they haven't played. Yeah, let's go ahead and I will pause the Persona music because we're vibing over here on stream until the banners go live. But we'll play the animations here for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look.
スーパーサイヤ人孫悟空天心の演出をリバーシブルチェンジ後のものも含めてお見せできればと思います。それではどうぞ。
Mind your own business, Kakarot.
Yeah, I get it. I've never faced someone this strong before. I'm getting excited. I'll handle this.
はい、いかがでしたでしょうか。劇場版ドラゴンボール Z 復活のフュージョン、悟空とベジータの。
So yeah, they showed the animations for the Gogeta unit, or basically Vegeta plus Goku, right? With the reversible change. Funny how I guess their typings for part 2, chat. Just, I'm a savant at these things. I guess all the typings for these guys. Really, really good stuff. So, let's go ahead and talk about the unit, right? So the categories that he is in, he's in a plethora of categories here. So successors, fuse fighters, I don't know, I almost had a stroke by saying that. Pure Saiyans, Gifted Warriors, Fusion, Movie Heroes, Vegeta's Family, Super Saiyans, Worthy Rivals, Otherworld Warriors, Mastered Evolution, Bond Parent and Child, Goku's Family, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope, Turtle School, Powerful, Comeback, Time Limit, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Earthbred Fighters, and Earth Protecting Heroes. There's a lot of categories in here. Okay, let's see. Successors, Fuse Fighters, or Pure Saiyans category, key plus 3. All stats 200. Well, HP stats is 200%. Attack and defense plus 170%. And we're getting the extra HP, attack, and defense to 50% for characters who also belong to the Gifted Warriors or Fusion category. So, very, very strong leader skill. It's kind of like similar to what we once had with the Gogeta, well, with the Vegeta unit, basically. So, instead of the Earth protecting heroes on this side of things. Now Vegeta's getting successors, and of course buffing gifted warriors, since you know some of the categories that Vegeta's in is on gifted warriors. It leaves a space to be desired, because gifted warriors is not like the very strong category that we once needed, but it's still a very good one. There's some good useful characters in this category here. We can be able to use some of the older characters from part 1 in this team setup, so that's pretty good. Okay. See the next details for these guys. Let's skip ahead a little bit. So their super attack, the super attack for Vegeta is the final bullet attack. So he's stacking attack. I'm assuming this is by 30%. He greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. So it's a 50% raise in defense, 30% raise in attack. And then there's the ultra super attack here, the final burst cannon. He's 50% attack stacking. He greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So he's stacking, he's greatly stacking here on his 18 key. In terms of attack power, then he's getting a 50% raise for the turn on ultra super attack, and then of course the mega colossal damage to the enemy. All right, speed it up over here to the passive. He's getting key plus 5, attack and defense plus 200, attack and defense plus 200%. Receives an additional key 3 per rainbow key sphere obtained, and of course providing successors or fusion category allies key plus 1 and defense plus 40% support. Very, very good stuff here. For 3 turns from the character's entry turn, he's getting 300% defense and guard for the period of those turns here. Not bad. Again, they kind of wanted to make it a little bit more reversible with how Vegito is. So you got a little bit of a switcheroo here and there, right? So when attacking, he gets attack plus 200% and defense plus 100%. Okay, that's going to be some pretty high stats that he's getting here. When attacking with 10 or more key, his attacks are effective against all types. Now, when attacking with 20 or more key, he's launching an additional super. As the second or third attacker in a turn, he guards all attacks, so he gets permanent guard, basically. I'm putting him on slot 2 or 3. He launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super. And then starting from the 4th turn from the start of the battle, you can meet up with Goku to do the reversible exchange there. I feel like based on this, he's going to be fine. He's going to have guard, very high defenses from what we're seeing here. So looking very solid so far. So let's see his counterpart, our boy Goku. So he's going to basically do the opposite. Goku's going to stack defense and raise attack, like greatly raise attack by for 1 turn. And causes colossal damage to the enemy. And of course, the 50% raise in defense on the 18 key. So this is greatly stacking defense. So this is very good. You guys know how much I love my defense, right? So that's very solid all around. I like that. We go ahead and check the passive skill for Goku. Let me also put some. Well, I'll leave it. I'll leave it without music because there's actually. Let me pause it here. But I know it's a little bit boring without audio. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about our boy Goku's details here. Basically, it's just the opposite, right? So you got the reversible exchange with Super Saiyan Vegeta. Gets attack and defense plus 200% and key plus 5. He gets an additional 3 key per rainbow key sphere obtained. 3 key is ridiculous. That is going to make him so easy for him to super attack. My goodness. 3 key per rainbow key sphere obtained. That's crazy. And then, of course, successors or fusion category allies are getting support. So now it's the opposite. Vegeta's providing defensive support. Goku is going to be providing attack support there. So, not bad. When attacking, attack plus 100%. He launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance to becoming a super. Not bad. When receiving an attack, he gets 200% defense here. When receiving an attack with 10 or more key sphere, or 10 or more key, basically, he gets an additional chance of evading enemy's attack plus 10%. As you guys see on the bottom, if you put him on slot 1, this is a character that already has 70% chance to dodge. He has guarding. When key is 20 or more, he's tossing an additional super attack. That's pretty good, especially with this guy just building a lot of defense. Granted, Vegeta's gonna be a lot more defensive because he has the guard and stuff, but Goku's out here maybe just providing a lot of defensive capabilities. Not as strong as Vegeta, but it's still very helpful. That support that he's providing to these guys is also very strong too. I believe they also had these animations, so let's go ahead and play these while we go ahead.
どうぞ
I'm gonna send you straight to hell!
首を伸ばせなかったやつね、こうやって。
Oh, yeah, I was muted. Thank you, Becca. I was gonna say, yeah, we got LR Beku in the game. Oh boy, my mistake. So, interestingly enough, we have Vegeta doing the successful fusion. Meanwhile, our poor boy Goku is the one doing the unsuccessful fusion here. But yeah, this is a powerful active skill, as I was saying earlier. This will work as a Ghost Usher effect. Causes ultimate damage to the enemy, delays a single targeted enemy's attack for 1 turn. And he evades enemies' attack, including super attack, for 3 turns. Which is pretty crazy. That's gonna be very useful, especially for these like tough fights that we've been getting. So that's good. This can be activated upon entering attacking turn, once only, be it before or after reversible exchange. We have seen that. You do want to make sure though, I think that if you do run 2 of this character, you want to make sure that you run 1 and you use the active skill with one of them, with Goku, and then the other one with Vegeta's active skill, so you can go into Gogeta, right? That is basically the opposite of what, you know, Goku's active skill is able to cause, right? So you're able to perform the fusion with Vegeta's side of things. If you perform the fusion, this lasts for 4 turns. It's the same effect as the Vegeto from part 1. So now we have the ability here to play this beautiful animation here. Go ahead and play it here. Let me go ahead and mute this audio, and also make sure that I am unmuted the next time I play the audio for some of the other stuff.
I'm the Goku no Vegeta. I'm the one who's gonna take you
down. This is the greatest fusion of all! I'm gonna send you back to hell!
They did some things. They did some things when they were designing this that active skill and the KO screen and everything like that. Everything is a work of art. That was gorgeous. All right, so Vegeta again. This unit in particular it's kind of as expected, similar to Vegito on part 1. So very interesting. The actual starting defensive unit is the one starting off on the card, right? Instead of just having to go over to Vegeta on the Vegito unit and have the defensive unit start off, right? But this guy starting off very defensively. Then of course Goku will supplement a little bit more on the offensive side of things, but he still has some very good defensive capabilities here and there, right? So that's 1608 stones. Nice, Anto. I'm over here like 350 or something like that. And then of course, yes, we got our boy Gogeta. You guys saw that final flash animation, very beautiful. So that is the 18 key. Of course, he only has the 18 key, which is the ultra super attack. Massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. And we do have the passive for the boy here. So he fully recovers HP, similar to Vegito. He's getting key +5, attack and defense +300%. He's getting an additional 4 key per rainbow key sphere obtained. So again, it's gonna be so super easy for this guy to just do the 18 key super. He guards all attacks, damage reduction. He gets 60% damage reduction. This is what's interesting because we haven't seen this since like Tapion and Minosha times. I think there's a lot of earlier stuff. Bardock and Gine, the effect of that active skill, they can also do this as well. They nullify negative effects. Now, this could also, this could mean many things. This could mean if a unit is locked on a rotation, if a unit is sealed, attack lowered, defense lowered, stun, sealed, those types of things. This could work, and I'm very interested to testing this out. Nullifies negative effects. That seems like a very strong thing. You know, I feel like they gave a lot of stronger points for Gogeta than our boy Vegito, but they still complement each other very, very nicely. So he launches 2 additional ultra super attacks. Yeah, just out of nowhere, he's just tossing out 2 additional ultra super attacks. Vegito can't do that. Performs a critical hit guaranteed, so he's just gonna guarantee crit there. He gets successors or fusion category allies 2 key attack and defense +40%. That's some really good support there. When attacking, he gets attack +100%. When receiving an attack, he gets defense +100%. So there's no cap on this. I'm pretty sure you can be able to build that up. So that's pretty good. Per every rainbow key sphere that you get, he's getting an additional attack +50% and 5% extra damage reduction rate. So he already has the 60% damage reduction. And if you collect, let's say, 4 rainbow key spheres, you can go all the way up to 80% damage reduction, which is very strong. And of course, for 4 turns from the character's entry turn, he's able to foresee enemies' super attacks. Again, very strong. It's a nice little just foretelling, yes, this is Gogeta. And then we also got the active skill. You guys saw that beautifully crafted animated. Like, I don't know what they did. They're just cooking all around with these animations, man. So the Soul Punisher, I will like to call it the Soul Punisher Rasengan from now on. It's just he is just keeping the Soul Punisher in his hands. So he's basically doing like a little Rasengan. I love it. Causes ultimate damage to the enemy. All allies are getting 54% attack and defense, and all attacks are effective against all types for 1 turn, self-excluded. And he changes AGL key spheres to rainbow key spheres, which is going to help him out a lot with him collecting a lot of rainbow key spheres, man. Very, very good. So that was our boy Gogeta. Very, very good stuff. I feel like Gogeta's just too broken, man. All right, let's go ahead and look the animations for our boy Frieza.
それではどうぞ。
Frieza. If I win, you've got to drop the grudge and promise to be our ally during the Tournament of Power, okay?
That's cute. But when I win, you will agree to leave me alone to do as I please.
I'll handle this.
You guys are gonna continue hearing me say this, but beautiful, beautiful animations all around. That's what they're doing, man. They're just creating masterpieces here. All right, so Frieza and Goku, or you guys can call it like Goku and Frieza or something like that. But yeah, like Frieza plus Goku. Look at the categories that he's in: Battle of Fate, Universal Bible Saga, Resurrected Warriors, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Otherworld Warriors, Gifted Warriors, Time Limit, Sworn Enemies, Tournament Participants, Bond of Parent and Child, Representatives of Universe 7, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, All Out Struggle, Turtle School, Powerful Combat, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Successors, Superheroes, Earthquake Fighters, etc. So these guys lead Battle of Fate category, key plus 4, all stats 220%. So this is the one of the Carnival LRs that we're going to get for part 2. Hence the flat out leader skill there. We got the Death Beam here, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and lowers attack. And then we got the Grudgeless Strike. A little bit of a throwback to the transforming units there with that super attack name. So massively raises attack and greatly raises defense. So this is a 100% attack raise and a 50% defense raise for 1 turn. Causes mega colossal damage to the enemy with a 70% chance of stunning the enemy. There have been some bosses here and there that you can be able to stun, so that is very useful for people to come through with that, right? Then we got the passive skill for this guy. Key plus 7, attack and defense plus 200%. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super. Gets 2 key per rainbow key sphere obtained, again making it easier for these guys to super attack. For 2 turns from the character's entry turn, Reps of Universe 7 or Battle of Fate category allies are getting 77% attack and defense support. I don't know how to feel about that it's just only for 2 turns from the character's entry turn, but you win some, you lose some, right? When attacking, you get attack and defense plus 150%. Ki plus 7 and attack plus 77% when HP is 77% or less. That's very cool. That's very good. When receiving an attack, he gets 50% damage reduction when HP is 77% or less. So you do have to be under that HP threshold in order for you to get that damage reduction, huh? Okay. Now this is what's curious about this unit. When all allies attacking the same turn are super class characters, considering the fact that this guy leads Battle of Fate, you can mix and match here and there, see what you can be able to look up, but Battle of Fate is mostly composed of like super class allies. At least from what we've seen, right? But yeah. Then when all allies attacking the same turn are extreme class characters, this guy launches 2 additional super attacks. I actually didn't discuss what he gets on super. Never mind. Performs a critical hit guaranteed and launches an additional super attack. But when all allies attacking the same turn are extreme, launches 2 additional super attacks. So, and then of course, starting from the 4th turn from the start of the battle, you can meet up with Goku. We did see that on the animation side of things. Let me see. Does it go? I think that did it play the animation for Goku? I don't know if it did. But then we swap over to Goku's side of things. Goku does the Kamehameha. I actually don't like the 12 key animation for this guy. It's a little bit too basic. So greatly raises attack, raises defense for 1 turn, and causes colossal damage to the enemy. And then of course again we got the grudgeless strike there. Give me 1 second. There you go. Greatly raises attack and massively raises defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage with a 70% chance of stunning the enemy. Again, that massively raises defense is also pretty good too. Alright, so we are going to indeed see the animation for Goku. So let me go ahead and pause the music again and be able to show this on its full splendor.
事後の孫悟空のアクティブスキル、そしてチェンジ前のフリーザのアクティブスキルの順番でお見せさせていただきます。こちらをご覧ください。どうぞ。
My power!
I've shared some energy, only a small pittance, but enough. I'd say we're all square, Saiyan.
I need you to throw me, Saiyan!
Got it!
Yeah, dude. the quality of these animations, man, absolutely broken. So with the active skill, Frieza's handout here, we recover 77% HP, attack plus 59% for 1 turn, and changes physical key spheres to rainbow key spheres. This can be activated upon entering the attacking turn with the reversible exchange there. And of course, if you use Freeze as active, you get greatly raised the attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the turn activated, all attacks become critical hits. Did we... I don't know if they show... I think... Is it all in part? I don't know. They have a lot of like pretty cool animations here and there, but man, that flashback is also really good. So yeah, crazy. For their kits, at least for these guys, I'm a little bit skeptical. So Goku, let me go ahead and talk about Goku, guys. I think I skimmed over him. with the super attack and stuff like that. So, alright, so for our boy Goku, he's able to perform the reversible exchange there with Frieza. He gets Ki +7, 200% attack and defense. He's guarding all attacks. That receives an additional 2 Ki per rainbow keys we obtain. Okay. Then when attacking, he launches an additional super attack when HP is 77% or more. Nice. When receiving an attack, he gets attack and defense plus 100%. Defense plus 77% when HP is 77% or more. He's getting 17% attack and defense for every key sphere obtained. That's very strong. And of course, with a rainbow key sphere obtained, you have 59% damage reduction, and attacks are effective against all types, which again, very ridiculously strong. I feel like Goku's a lot more defensive than Frieza. Frieza would like for you to go on a little bit on the offensive. He also has some defensive capabilities here and there, but Frieza's gonna go a little bit more on the offensive. Meanwhile, Goku's gonna be a little bit more tame as well. The thing is with these reversible exchange units, it's gonna take a while to showcase these characters. So once we get them, be patient whenever we do the showcases for these guys, because again, it's gonna take us a little bit for us to show their actual true prowess on these guys. So we showed the animations for these guys and of course what they do with their active skills. Now it's our boy, good old Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, man. Out of all of those, I'm excited for this guy in particular.
The plants and animals that I love. Please protect them. I'm counting on you.
You're gonna pay for everything you've done!
One last time. Show me the power we made together!
Right! Nay!
Now's your chance!
Now I'm gonna take you back here. Give me 1 second. We're gonna have to play that again. We gotta play that again. Here's the thing. I don't think anything else comes close to this little frame that comes here. This frame right here. All of that. Oh my god, it's so freaking good, bro. And that KO screen is amazing. Of course, he does the usual with the anime, is that he is falling into the floor. This time around, he's just standing alongside his father. So, man, it's so good, bro. It's so good. So many... A round of applause for these animations, man. They're so good. Alright, so... Let's go talk about the categories for these guys. Full Power, Hybrid Saiyans, Goku's Family, Youth, Android/Cell Saga, Super Saiyan 2, Exploding Rage, All Out Struggle, Miraculous Awakening, Entrusted Will, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond Master and Disciple, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighters, Tournament Participants, Demonic Power, Earth Protecting Heroes, Transformation Boost, and Kamehameha. Alright, for the super attacks for this guy. So we got the Soaring, if I'm able to say it correctly, Soaring Dragon Havoc there. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy and lowers defense. And then we got the Super Kamehameha, that's the 18 key, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. Again, we've been getting a solid fair share of enemies that we can be able to attack debuff them, defense debuff, things like that. That could be possibly useful, but so he leads a full power category, key plus 4, all stats 220%. This could be the thing that kind of like makes me a little bit irky about this character. It's not a lot. It's just that, you know, they have the ability to just maybe like mess up a little bit on your team builds and stuff. But activates the entrance animation when there's another full power or Android/Cell Saga category ally on the team upon the character's entry. So it could be a little bit meticulous. You can fit this guy in that team, like the Android/Cell Saga. Let me go back. He is only on Super Saiyan 2. He's not on Super Saiyans. I was gonna think about like putting him on Vegeta's team, but he is just only Super Saiyan 2. So yeah, the little bit of a companionship with these two categories is gonna be a little bit iffy. So with this, he launches an additional attack that has a 30% chance, to become a super attack per existing enemy, up to 5 times within the turn. It kind of reminds me of AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in a way, where I believe that on his Super Saiyan 2 form, he's able to do multiple attacks if you're facing 2 or more enemies when attacking, right? But in this case in particular, he faces up to, depending on the enemies that we have, per existing enemy, he's counting them up to 5 times within a turn, and then he tosses 2 additional super attacks for 4 turns. That could be reminiscent of maybe getting some additional fights here that could serve as tedious, or we could have many multiple enemies. It all depends, right? So for basic effects, he gets key plus 5, 258% attack and defense. He guards all attacks. He has 20% damage reduction, and of course he gets 1 key per keys we obtain. He gets an additional attack plus 158% when attacking. For every attack performed, he gets key plus 1 up to key plus 5, and then attack and defense plus 10% up to 80%. So he does need to do at least 8 attacks in battle, which could be a little bit tricky for this character to do, right? When receiving an attack, he gets an additional defense buff of 158%. And of course, starting from the 5th turn for the character's entry turn, he gets attack plus 158%, defense plus 58%, when attacking with 18 or more key, and he performs a guaranteed crit when activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 key. I was just saying that we haven't been able to get a lot of like buffs when the key is like at this point scenario, right? Like 24 key, or when using the active skill, we haven't gotten any like types of buffs here and there, but that's good to have. Overall, like I feel like this character is just only gonna have supplemental like raw stats. That 20% damage reduction is a little bit too low for him, so I feel like this is gonna be like an all-out character that could be able to do some really massive damage. This also could help with his attack and defense that he gets on super. That could also help as well, but this just leads to just like I don't know if it's gonna help him out greatly, because it's per existing enemy, so you will have to. He will benefit a lot by fighting a lot of enemies, and going into that one-on-one case scenario, I don't think you will have this. So he will have another, like, if you're fighting only one enemy, you will get that medium chance, that additional guarantee to get that medium chance. So it just depends on how you play with this character. Moving it along to his active skill, we got the father-son Kamehameha. Let me see, because a lot of people were questioning this. So this can be activated when there's another Kamehameha category ally on the team, starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn, or when facing only one enemy whose HP is 89% or less, starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn. So both of those are 5th turn, starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn. I feel like you will get this a lot more often if, like, having a Kamehameha category ally on the team, because this is also very irky, but you can easily get this. Oh, fighting one enemy whose HP is 89% or less. Let me tell you, because I made the comparison to Namek Goku on my reaction, but there's a reason why, because he got ECA'd rather recently, and if we're utilizing the character, and the way that his active skill works is gonna be so tedious to try to get it, because the enemy has to be under 30% HP. Meanwhile, in this case scenario here, this Gohan only requires you to fight an enemy whose HP is 89% or less. Granted, it's a little too specific, 89%, but it's still very like a complete difference in terms of HP. The one thing that maybe people are like possibly struggling a little bit is the 5th turn from the character's entry turn. Does he lose anything on his passive by any chance? No, like if you get to like a specific well, here you get this. Yeah, starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn, so you're able to get this. So this is a buff that's gonna be restricted all the way from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, that's interesting. I wanted to do this separate breakdown before just, you know, jumping the gun and doing the reaction video and the breakdown video in the same video, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make these separately. Starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn, you get this buff, which is ludicrous. So that means that this is not gonna proc. So the character is just gonna have all of this portion of the passive. I don't know how to feel about that, because we're gonna be losing on a lot of attack power and defensive power. Okay, interesting. And then of course with his active skill, he only gets this for the turn, right? So massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. He gets 24 ki, and then of course attack plus 58%. So this alongside this will help him out greatly to do some really massive damage. But yeah, waiting until turn 5 is, I don't know, it's a little bit ridiculous. But there you go. Those are the kits for these characters. These are the banners. We got revealed as well that some of the boys are getting their Super ECAs. So this Perfect Form Cell and the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan are going to get their Super ECAs. I mean, we can talk about them in a separate video. I can just talk to them right here, right now, because there's not a lot of issues regarding that. But I'll usually get to these whenever we get the release of the Super ECAs. We can be able to talk about them and stuff. The one unit that I actually haven't linked level at all, I don't know why. It's just I don't like this Gohan too much. Is this? Actually, no, I did link level him. Okay, I'm big brain. So that's Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. This LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, just because, you know, he's gonna be in the banner. It'll be helpful for people to, you know, pull on the banner and stuff like that, and you'll be like, oh my god, I got Gohan. But hey, he's going to get a Super ECA. But yeah, you preferably would like to pull both of these guys, and then, you know, Vegeta right there. So yeah, it's the same kind of format that we had in part 1. Pretty sure we're gonna have discounts, we're gonna have tickets. So the banners as of the upload of this video will go live in around an hour. So if you want to summon with me, to make sure to join in to the stream. We're gonna be waiting for the banners to come live, but yeah, there you go. That's gonna be it for me, talking about the units and stuff like that. We are actually going to get 45 Dragonstones, chat. I kind of missed out on this, but of course we have this little tab for fusion game, but you basically have to do a lot of posts for these things to happen, right? So we can get these, and we don't know where we're gonna get these, so yeah. But we got 30 Dragonstones for free because of the good old broadcast there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by, watching this video. Let me know down in the comments below, are you guys excited for these 3 beautiful characters to drop in the game? I know that everybody's excited for this big kahuna boy, but yeah, I cannot wait. We're gonna be waiting for the banner, so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. Good luck on your summons, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.